Hi, this is Fazana again. Welcome to another new topic on Fazmaths, compound interest and depreciation. Let's crack this one. It's a simple one, and the marks in the exams will help achieve that grade that you want. Let's cover the basic concepts and the formula first before doing the questions. Okay, so simple interest is when you deposit money in the bank. Your deposit is called the principal. The bank takes the money and invests it, and it pays you interest based on the interest rate. And simple interest is interest paid only on the principal. Okay, so if you had to work out the simple interest on £300 at 4% for 2 years, the interest for 1 year, you'd get, 4% times £300 is £12. Okay, so for 2 years you'll just get £12 for 1 year, £12 for the other year. So you have £12 times 2 is 320, is 24. So the total amount will be your 300 plus your 24 is 324. Okay, whereas compound interest is the concept of adding accumulated interest back to the principal. So the interest is taking into account last year's interest as well. So you're getting interest on the interest. Yeah, so the interest is compounding. Okay, so year one, you've got 300, and then you've got your 4%, which is the 12. So you've got 312. And then in year two, you're getting 4% of the 312, which is £12.48. So now you've got £324.48. So can you see your 48p richer? Yeah. And again, the more years that you invest it in, then you can see you'd get something like this. Yeah. So your simple interest, you're just getting the same amount every year. So your it doesn't change, whereas your compound interest, it just compounds itself. Yeah, so it gets progressively more. All right. Okay, let's look at the formulae. Okay, so your compound interest formula is the amount you have after n number of years is your principal or your original value times, yeah, but we don't need to put times if we've got the brackets. And then you've got 1 plus r, which is your rate of interest, and this rate of interest is as a decimal. Yeah, so rather than doing r divided by 100, I just write it as a decimal, and n is the number of years invested. Okay, so rather than writing the r over 100, I just write 1 plus r to the power of n. So if I have 3 years, 3% interest, then 3% is as a decimal would be 0.3. Yeah. If I had 5.5%, then it'll be 0.055. Yeah. All right. If I had 7.25%, then I'd have 0.0725. Okay, yeah? And once you get into the practice, rather than writing 1 plus 0.03, you'll find that it's easier just to write 1.03. Yeah, so you're going your principal amount times 1.03 to the power of n. All right, okay? But that's with practice. Okay, so for the meantime, just write it as a decimal rather than r over 100. Yeah, okay? Okay, whereas your depreciation is when the value of something is decreasing. Yes, so like cars, especially Ferraris and Aston Martins, and they depreciate at an extremely high rate. Yeah, okay? So here you've got your principal times 1 minus your rate of interest as a decimal to the power of n. Okay, so that's the only difference. Your compound interest was 1 plus r over 100 to the power of n, yeah, and this is minus. All right, okay, let's do some questions. Okay, Tom invested £2,500 for 3 years into his savings account, and you got 3% per year compound interest. And how much did he have at the end of the 3 years? So you can tell that would be 0.03. Okay, so let's just get our formula again. So you've got P times, and then I've got 1 plus R, make sure that's as a decimal, to the power of n. So it'll be 2,500 times 1 plus 0.03, and it's for 3 years, so to the power of 3. Okay, and the amount you have at the end of the 3 years will be 2,731.82. Yeah, all right. Always leave it to 2 decimal places because it's money. All right. Okay, cool. Okay, Peter invests 3,550 into a savings account at 3.05% per annum. How much does he have at the end of the 5 years? So again, the amount you have is your principal amount times 1 plus, now that has to be shown as a decimal, so you know 3% will be 0.3, and then you just add your 0.5. Yeah, okay, so 0.0305 to the power of 5. Isn't that easy? Yeah, once you know the formula, it's just a case of applying the formula. All right, so that's how much you'd have at the end of the year, or at the end of 5 years. Okay, next question. The value of a smartphone depreciates by 55% each year. So again, as a decimal, that would be 0.55. At the end of 2015, the value of the phone is 350. So what's the value at the end of 2017? So you can see that is 2 years. Okay, so your value at the end of the 2 years is your 350 times, and because it's depreciation, it's 1 minus 0.55 to the power of 2. Okay, and again, that depreciation rate is really high, yeah, and it's such a shame, but your smartphones really depreciate very rapidly, but nobody wants to wait for 2 years. They always want the new one. Yeah, okay, so the value of that smartphone would be now worth £70.88. So you can see it's gone down significantly. Yeah, all right, but who would wait for the 2015 model? Yeah. Okay, next question. Jane bought a painting in an auction, and usually when you buy paintings they appreciate, but this one, it actually depreciated in value by 7%, so that's 0.07. Yeah, calculate how much the painting was worth after 2 years. Give your answer to 3 significant figures. Okay, so we've got A equals 32,250 times 1 minus 0.07 to the power of 2. As I said, with practice, after a while, what you're really doing is you're saying what's 100 minus 7, which is 93. So then you don't really have to write the 1 minus, you just write 0.93. Yeah, okay. So that would be that as a decimal. but only if that feels comfortable. Otherwise, just put that on your calculator and you get 27,893.03, and to three significant figures it would be 27, and then you've got 900. All right, yeah. Okay, so can you see it's all about just applying the formula? And again, 2-mark question, really easy, as long as the formula comes to you quite naturally. Yeah, I hope that was helpful and easy to understand. In part 2, we'll look at some more questions. See you then. Until next time, take care. Bye.